Hello, welcome to Fun with Facepalm. Man, I haven't done one of these in a long time. Just straight on facepalm stories. Get ready to strain your brain, because here we go. I'm a kidney transplant patient, and as such, I'm considered extremely clinically vulnerable to this pesky illness that's doing its world tour. Wales has been on its third lockdown since December, and patients, such as myself, have once again been advised to shield themselves by the government, i.e. not leaving your house, not unless it's absolutely necessary, and that's fine with me. I've chosen to continue to shield myself since the first lockdown. Our boiler is due for an annual service, as it's still reasonably new. The service has to be carried out in order to maintain the warranty. So I called the company that we usually use to book it in. The young lady who's taking my call is extremely slow. It's a bit like dealing with Flash, the sloth from Zootopia, but all is going smoothly, and the service is offered for a few days hence. Then we get to the fun part. Can you please let the engineer know that I am shielding, so I'll require him to wear a mask while he's in the house and follow precautions.
Oh, do you have any symptoms? We can't come if you have any symptoms.
No, I'm not infected. I'm just shielding.
So you're isolating but no symptoms? I'm not sure if we can come, really.
No, I'm not isolating. I'm shielding. I just need the engineer to know that, for safety.
So, you're saying that it's not safe to be on your property? Is someone else there showing symptoms?
I'm starting to get frustrated. No one here is infected. No one here is isolating. It is completely safe for the engineer to be here. I'm just shielding myself because I'm vulnerable, so he'll need to keep away from me.
Oh, you're vulnerable? Are you elderly? You don't sound elderly.
I'm about ready to scream. No, I could just get really ill if I catch it. So all I need is for the engineer to be made aware that I am shielding and that he needs to wear a mask at all times. Please.
But you're not elderly?
No, you don't have to be elderly to need to shield.
Are you sure you don't mean you're isolating? Because we can't come if you're isolating.
I'm trying not to yell at her. Please, just pop on a note that says I'm shielding. Show your boss. If he doesn't want to send anyone, just call me back. Will that be okay?
Okay, but I'm still not sure. How do you spell shielding?
I just wanted to bang my head up against the table. If they weren't so reliable and reasonably priced, I would have given up on that phone call. I was under the impression that shielding was a common enough term in the UK, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, after all of that, the engineer is coming tomorrow. Whew. I overhear my coworker on a call. Hello, may I help you?
Hi, yes. I'd like to know if you have a rotary there.
I'm sorry, a what?
A rotary?
Like a telephone?
No, a rotary.
Rotary with an R, right?
Yes, a rotary. Do you have one?
Like in town? There's no rotaries in this town. There's one in the town next to us. It's a few bridges over in the next city.
Are you kidding me? None in the entire town?
Well, I mean, we're not so big, so...
But seriously, no rotaries at all?
No, I don't think so.
You think or you know? Which is it?
We don't have a rotary.
Ugh. Well, where can I find one?
Again, there's one in the town next to ours. It's only over a few bridges in the city.
I can't believe it. No banks or lawyers in our town has rotaries?
I don't. Are you sure you mean rotary? Like where cars drive around in a circle?
What? No! I mean rotary. R-O-T-A-R.
Notary! I meant notary. Someone who can witness his signature. Oh, okay. Yes, we have 3 notaries in our office. Well, she came 20 minutes later, and she was very polite, and she apologized. Now I have used the word niggardly, which is Niggardly, in a written report, in reference to my manager. The word means the same as miserly or tight-fisted. My manager is white, and I can pass for white, though I'm partly indigenous. My manager calls a meeting with us, and his boss, the office manager. Then he starts out, "He's being racist! He called me the N-word!" Sir, please read the report again. I never put anything in there like that. Being a member of minority myself, I know about racism and how horrible it is. Yeah, you did! Right here! And he points to the word. Can I see that? I could see you being confused if he said the word out loud, manager. But, it's a written report. Your complaint is denied. Go look up the meaning of any words you don't know in the future. Then the office manager turns to me. Hey, in the future, only use small words for average people, just in case. In this case, just use the word cheap instead. From then on, I only use words with no more than 2 syllables in my written reports. I work in aviation for a scenic flight company. We get clients from all backgrounds, and we do everything possible to make sure that everyone has a great trip. We also have a lot of safety rules to make sure that everyone gets home safe. One of these rules is that we do not allow bags, regardless of size, on the flight. Now, a lady, north of 40, is checking in for her flight. And here's how the conversation goes. I'm really sorry, but we don't allow any bags on board. It's for safety reasons. But it's just my handbag. I'm sorry, but we can't allow any, even if it's tiny. It's for safety. But how do I take my pictures? You can take a phone or a camera, just not your bag. You're more than welcome to leave it with me behind the desk. I'm here all the time, and we got CCTV cameras up everywhere. Or you can put it in your car. But I need to take photos. You need your camera or your phone for photos. Yes. How do I do that if I don't have my bag? You can hold your phone in your hand. What? The phone. The phone will be in your hand when you take the photos. You can hold your phone in your hand. But I need my bag. For the photos. Yes. Is it a photo shoot for your bag? No, but I need it to hold my phone. After about 5 minutes later, she eventually realized that she indeed had 2 hands. I work at a theater, and one day a woman approaches me in the lobby. Where's your bathrooms? I gestured to the woman's room, right behind her in the lobby. Right over there, ma'am. 10 minutes later, I'm walking through the hallway, and I see the woman fuming, emerging from the employee closet. Well, she stomps up to me. Ma'am, that's the employee closet. I can't find the bathroom. You gave me bad directions. You should be fired. She stormed off before I could speak again. My manager later asked me why the woman was screaming, that she wanted me fired. I actually had to explain it to her, that somehow the customer mistook me pointing directly at the bathroom to mean she should randomly go into a storage closet at the opposite end of the theater. My manager was just as confused as I was. A short time ago, I became my college's newest IT service person. I actually enjoy my job. Honestly, I couldn't be happier, unless I got to play video games all day. But, you know, I have a desk, I have a personal email, I've got job duties, but no timeline, which is, you have to be done in 8 minutes or your neck is on the chopping block. It's just straight up tech work. The IT department is always on hand during the day so that we can assist the professors in teaching their students. Most of the time, the professors are great, but I do get those once in a while who make me want to facepalm so hard. Anyone who works in IT will recognize the following story.
This computer is not working, and I have class in 10 minutes. I have to have my lecture off my computer now.
Can I just ask you a few questions real quick to see if it's an easy fix?
No! Get your lazy butt over here and fix it!
Alright, sir. I'll be over there in a few minutes because your office is on the other side of the campus. Well, it takes about 5 minutes to get there. We're a small community college, so the longest someone would have to walk is about half a mile. Okay, let us take a look at your compute.
Well, it took you long enough to get here. What is wrong with you anyway? I have a class in 5 minutes, and the computer still isn't even... Hey, it's coming on. What'd you do?
Simply plugged it back in. Looks like you unplugged your computer this morning when you plugged in the coffee pot. You should have no problems getting the files off your computer now. Too bad he wouldn't let me ask questions on the phone. Sheesh. He then pulls out a thumb drive from his pocket, prints the notes out from his lecture from it, then removes the thumb drive. I decided not to mention that could have been done at any computer on the campus, and there's an open computer lab literally next door that he could have used the thumb drive in.
Well, it doesn't help that you took your time getting here. I know more about computers than you ever will. Anyway, let's not forget who has a degree and who doesn't.
Alright, sir. Hope your fragile ego gets better. Have a good day. Well, I grinned and left before the professor could say another word. I work part-time in a copy shop. It's in a small shopping center. We frequently get some interesting customers. This one in particular stuck out in my mind, though the whole thing happened to my coworker. An older man comes in. He asks for 25 copies of a document that he brought in. He seems a bit strange. He's ranting to himself about something or other under his breath, but he gets his copies and he leaves without complaint. Before leaving, however, he gives my coworker one of the copies he just purchased. A few minutes later, an employee of the store comes over laughing to herself, asking us if the man had his copies made in our shop. Apparently, he has been handing out these sheets of paper to everyone in the building. Now curious, my coworker and I decided to read the man's paper. I don't recall exactly what was written, but it was 2 pages. It was nearly incoherent. A rant about the government, society, and people who refuse to take them seriously. Somewhere in there was a sentence like,
I have fallen on deaf ears with my friends, and so on. So now I turn to my enemies.
And a declaration that he was planning to form a new political party. We have a good laugh about this man's paranoid rants, but the best part is when he returned 10 minutes later.
Excuse me, I have a complaint.
What seems to be the problem? He hands my coworker one of the copies.
You made a mistake on these copies, you see.
He points out a sentence in the first paragraph.
There's a spelling mistake here. You made a typo with my copies.
After a short moment of shocked silence, she responds, Sir, first of all, I copied a sheet of paper you gave me. There is no way I could have made a typo. Secondly, this sheet is handwritten. Well, thank you all for joining me for this edition of Fun with Facepalm. I accidentally released the creeper on Sunday. It doesn't matter anyway because YouTube is saying there's a copyright issue on a song that I know is not copyright. But it doesn't matter. I just hope you guys didn't get any ads with it. If that's the case, I might go ahead and edit it and put in a new song just so that, this debacle doesn't happen again. I'll probably just stop using the song altogether. I did have something else planned this week. Instead of Fun with Facepalm, it was going to be something with Red and my son. It's going to be all 3 of us. We was going to read funny text messages between parents and kids. I thought it was a pretty good idea. It was going to share some of our occurrences where we burned each other pretty good. Hopefully I'll get that done next week so that it can be ready the following week. The following week, I'm probably going to do a neckbeard experience too, so I'm looking forward to that. I hope you are too. I want to give a special thanks to my patrons and members. Your help is greatly appreciated. Well, thank you again for joining me. And until next time, this is Dallas, signing off.